Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Battle Brothers, me, Cornish-Knight, as we continue the campaign. Now, we are running low on tools and ammunition, so we need to transport some stuff up to somewhere else. My idea is to go up to here, via Xcom. They have a workshop, which means we can get supplies, like tools and supplies, relatively cheaply. So let's try and do that. Really, that's the quickest way? Okay. You want to be careful at moving at night, obviously, because it's really dangerous. And we're travelling through wild territory at night, so yeah, this is really bad. I'm going to keep an eye on it, because I don't want to get attacked by anything. Tool-wise, yeah, we're really low. So I got a whole host of lumber that I wanted to sell, so hopefully we'll get a good price north for it and get some supplies. As it stands, we're very low on repair tools right now. Money's not looking great either. So let's get up here. Hopefully, and they will take our yeah, we paid good money for this. So we're basically making a profit of 20 gold each, which is nice. Which isn't bad. We got a bit of money for it. Arrows are really expensive. Tools are super expensive. But I need tools. I need ammunition as well. Food isn't looking great. Because food will also go off as well. We've got 2 days left on that. I need tools. This is really expensive, but I'm gonna have to buy some, get some tools. Right. We're a bit low on cash. We need work. The problem is there's a lot of big towns about, but not many villages. So we've got to go down to here to this village. Actually, we'll go to Holland first to see if they have any work. We've got 5 days worth of food. The ammunition is bad. Right. The problem with, I will say, the problem with this map layout is that where I currently am, there's not a lot of. I need to be like down in this area here to get any of the work around here, which will mean we have to have the money to travel that far. Right. No, I'm not doing a 2-skull contract. It's not worth it for me. Right, so we've got to go down to here. See if we can get some work. Currently our party setup isn't too bad. Our gear is a bit rubbish, but we should be okay. As long as you don't run into anything particularly nasty. That's for arms. Pig farm produces unusual sold in settlement. What have we got cheap here? That means meat is cheap, but it's still expensive. Right, okay. Ammunition is still really expensive. So let's get down here. Those guys are really going in force somewhere. Along the way, the company takes a short rest. While the company takes a short rest, it sits down to examine the wound that the arrow punctured in your side not long ago. It's been healed slowly and still aches and moved quickly, but things are getting better. Baba joins you, seizing the opportunity to talk to his captain. So, where I see it, nobody knows about the Brotherhood of Colonel yet. We don't want to hunt ragtag bands of brigands for the woods forever. We'll have to make a name for ourselves first as a reliable source of hire that can get things done before the nobles take notice. They'll want us. They want to use the company for far better paid tasks. I'm sure he adjusts his weapons belt and continues. Just we keep in mind that the High Lords are playing a dangerous game and they don't want to get on their bad side. There's enough stories of people who cross them only to end up quartered in front of the pigs. And they have the means to squash even a company of sellswords. He pauses a short moment and adds another thought. The The guild masters and councilmen who run the villages and towns too have good money. We depend on them to hire the company for now, but they have some influence. But having some influence with friends may also help us get better deals with the merchants, which is very true. Let's go this way. I really need work at this point. I need food and I need money, so we need to get a job. Another level 2 contract. At least ammunition here isn't too bad. We'll get a little bit food as well. They've just been raided, so expensive. It's that castle, so we won't get a small fortification here, so we won't get anything out of that. Let's go this way and see if we can find work. So we're not hurting so bad. Like, the money side is bad. I'm not going to lie, the money side is really bad. So we need to find work. We have to be careful now because our vision is reduced, our cone of vision is reduced at night time. You can see it when you go into misty areas, but you can't see it here. Why are we cutting through the woods? Okay, we really need work. Finally. Ambush trade routes. We've got taverns, we've got a marketplace. Which is not too bad. I mean, some of their stuff is... The ammunition is quite cheap, but everything else is really expensive. So we won't buy much stuff from them. But... Woodsman, Brawlers, Witch Hunter, not bad. We still haven't found the person that we want to call Big Joe yet. We could get a Brawler, but he's expensive right now. I don't really want to spend any money hiring anyone. I'm a bit low on cash, so Big Joe will have to wait. There's some very nice crossbows in here. Heavy crossbow is fantastic if you can get it. Right, let's see what his contracts are. As you enter Arnold the merchant's room, he and one of his servants are nailing a box up. Good to see you, Salsord. One moment, please. No idiot, hold the nail that way. I know I hit your thumb before, but I won't do it again. His servant reluctantly holds a nail while the man hammers it home. Finished, he wipes his sweat from his brow and looks at you. I need to have this crate delivered to Whitehelm. I'm going to off the merchant, you know him. Alright, maybe you don't know him, but I do know that this may not ordinarily be your line of work, but I'm willing to pay some serious crown. Let's talk money. 130, we need to be paid more for this. Who do you think you are? We'll accept the offer. I need some time to think about it. So that's 130. As you settle into the room, Harold the Burgermeister finishes a goblet of cold wine, and he used to copper out the window. You hear the din of the clattering hollow far away. It turns to you. While walking the roads, brigands swarmed my wagon and made off with my goods. They left me my life, which is fine, but the gall of what they did keeps me up at night. Seeing their sneering faces, hearing their laughter, I believe it was a message to go after them because I refused to pay their tolls. Well, now I'm ready to pay a toll to you, Sellsword. If you go and slaughter these vagabonds, I'll pay you tidily. Let's talk money. We need to be paid more. Yeah, okay, accept the offer. Drive the brigands out of the ruined dwells west of Finsterwold. Should be straightforward enough. Right, where they send... all the way out there. Okay, this may actually not be as... How much food we got? We got 5 days. We should have enough food to do this if we push. But it's gonna be... It's gonna be a hard thing to do, to be honest. Food isn't the issue. You can see our cone of sight here. You can see our cone of sight quite clearly. And you can see when it starts to get darker. What's this? Abandoned walls. Unknown garrison. But you can see as it starts to get darker, our cone of sight starts to get smaller. Right, 6 days, 4 days worth of provisions. We got the abandoned walls and a once proud fortress now lying in ruins, which is something we can explore. Okay. We can get across here. And you can see now the day is coming up, our cone of sight is getting larger, which is nice. Right. 4 days worth of provisions, 6 days worth of pay. We should be able to get this done before too long. But hopefully we can do this. Yeah, let's try. You can't make out who you're facing. Attack at your own peril, but prepare to retreat if needs be. Okay, we're facing raiders. This is bad. Because they've got good equipment and they'll be relatively well armed. Okay, but we should, hopefully we should be able to handle this. If we time this right and gang up on people. Because they're still only human beings. So as long as we beat them badly enough, their morale should break. They're going to try and swarm that edge, I see. Okay. Spear wall and get that up. We missed both times. He's going to get a lot of protection from that. We need to hold fire for a second. And everyone basically sealed block. Because this is going to hurt. He's got to try and cleave my shield wall. We've got to try and get him out of the way. We've got an arrow in his leg, which isn't too bad. He's got to try and push with his shield up, and that's going to succeed, which is going to not be great. Right. We need to get his shield out of the way quickly, but first... keep the shield wall up. He's got high defense, we'll put him on repose, so it means that he can take counter-attacks. We'll chuck spears at him. We need to kill this guy so morale drops quickly. Keep the shield wall up. See what he does. Okay. Problem is, if they hit us in the head with low armor, we're done for. So we need to basically... Oh, we missed with that. That sucks. He's in a really bad shape. Okay, move up. Get rid of his shield. He's got a two-hand, which is going to suck. And they killed him. Yeah, they killed the Fuax. That was my fault. This was going to be a really hard fight anyway. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. But I really did push it. Yeah, he's out of ammunition. That was a risk I was willing to take, but yeah, it didn't work. Right, that's affected their morale. I'm not happy about losing the Fuax. Come on. Got him in the side with an arrow. Hit him with that. Our stamina isn't going fantastically well. His armor is non-existent, so I'm going to hold off. We'll try and get him. He blocks, that's not great. He's bleeding and fleeing. So we can move up there to support. Kill him outright. Get him in the attack. Stab in the face. I don't want to get him down here because he's got broken fingers. Right. Move up. We missed. Hold off, you jump in here, hopefully it adds pressure from the morale kind of thing. He's still up, okay. He misses. He breaks. Yeah, we lost to Fuax, which is a really annoying because he's a really good, like the starting brothers you have are always really useful to have, but it was just like bad luck on our part. We got back his armor. It was always going to be a nasty fight with when you're fighting raiders so early on in the game. We got a bit of stuff, nothing fantastic. Flail isn't too bad. But yeah, like losing the Fuax hurts. I'm not going to lie, because he's the starting, like you're normally your best units early on, and you're the three starting brothers are normally very good in the areas you want them to be in. So losing them this early on hurts. But yeah. Now we need to find a replacement. Just how it is. I didn't expect to be facing like raiders on a level 1 contract this early in the game. Right. If we hurry up, we should be able to get this job, and then we can take the cargo down here as well. So we need to find a replacement great weapons user, or at least another pikeman. Yep, we got 500 gold. The man is very happy. Harold the Bergmeister steps to Goblet and nods. You know, I don't take kindly to your sort, but you did a good job, mercenary. Herdbert reported to me before you even got here that all the brigands have been slain. It's a mighty fine work, by the way he describes it, and well, he heaves a satchel onto the desk, and here's some mighty fine pay as promised. Right. So he got paid. That job's still available. Is there someone here that we want to have? Tostic is not bad. Butcher is okay. Woodsman isn't bad, but he's really expensive. I'm probably going to get Tostic. He's a brawler. Is he good at anything? He's okay. Max fatigue, damage when unarmoured. His stamina's not bad. So we could actually make him a great weapons user relatively easily. That's going to absolutely destroy his fatigue, but yeah, here's how to do, and we'll name him. If I find someone who is basically someone that has who's lost a limb or something in this game, I'll basically will name him Big Joe. But for now, he can be Big Joe because he seems to be the right build for it. He leveled up. We lost his net as well. Okay, so he leveled up. Let's see what we got for him. Weapon skill, always useful. Health is very nice. Stamina, yeah, we'll go for stamina. Give him a perk. We'll give him Colossus because I like my melee fighters to have Colossus. Right. Definitely for him. Health, yes. Morale, yes, because his morale is terrible. And we want him to have fast adaptation because he's an archer. He's using a bow rather than a crossbow, so that's useful. And his skill isn't particularly great with it, so he needs to be able to get better at it. Right, so straight up, let's see. Melee defense is really useful, and it was a 3-star one. Stamina's okay, health is okay, initiative very useful. I'm going to buff his melee defense because his melee attacks. It's actually, I want him to be able to hit people. And I'll give him Colossus as well, so he has some more health and he's less likely to get injured. Luffy, yeah, health, stamina, and I'll pick up I'll pick up. It's not the best one to get in melee skill of only 2. I can get melee defense up, so his melee defense is better. Initiative, not really worried about him. Initiative, morale, melee defense. I would want him to be 51, so he's actually a bit better at hitting stuff. Give him a perk. He can get Colossus as well. I mean, our morale isn't great because we lost someone to Fuex died in battle. And that's going to take 1 to 3 days. And that's going to reduce his weapon skill. But only by a little bit. I want to give him something better than that mace. More damage ignores armor, and it's 75% more effective against armor. Yeah, I'll go with the flail. He can have the hand flail. We've got a hood. And we've got a helmet. Someone here. Who's the person I really don't want to lose? He's basically one of the original companions. There's only 2 of them left. Right. Probably him. How's that going to hit his stamina? That's not great. It's going to knock his stamina right down. Probably give it to him because he can take the stamina hit. You can have that. Give you a bit of head protection. Oh, a lot of our food is going to go off as well, which sucks. Yeah, we'll take the crate. Oh, wait, hold on. This is basically enough. This is basically the job we failed last time and got wiped out by the undead. I mean, to pay more for this, except the reason I'm accepting it, folks, is there's basically a way that you can do it so that you get you can complete the job without fighting, to be honest. And it's not a job I like to take VAT off them because it feels a bit like it basically feels like you're basically exploiting the system a little bit, but I really, really need money. And it pays well. So where do we have to go for this? Up there. Longfort and Crypt haunted by the ghosts of the past. The dead won't find rest easily here. Right, we can quickly go and do this. It should be relatively quick for us to do. I mean, some of our provisions will go bad, but we should have a. And there's a abandoned shelter with young orcs in it, which is always fun. Young orcs are a pain. They're not as nasty as full-grown orcs, but still, you don't really want to mess with them. Right, let's try and get this done as well. Do we have to fight, or is it just going to be a straight up? You found the Forefather Scroll. It was a lot easier than you thought. You spot a glittering coppice abandoned to a tall statue of a man with a blank face. You're not sure what the statue is doing with such a thing, but there it is. And it seems to always have been there. Just take the Forefather Scroll. Arnold the merchant asked you to get the Forefather Scroll, and that's exactly what you're going to do. Barbara agrees your decision. Let's leave that coppice here. Nothing free in this world now. Certain nothing is worth a sign, no sir. Right. Probably if we had taken the coppice, which is probably, a coppice is a really good weapon. It hasn't got much durability, but it's very powerful. We would have got probably an encounter out of it. Yeah, some young orcs. I might go and deal with them later, but orcs are always a pain to fight. So let's return with the scroll. Yep. You find Arnold the merchant sitting at his town square, his arms up in the skies, his eyes closed, his mouth murmuring prayers. The townsfolk already are around him, kneeling and doing the same. You pick up the rock and hurl it at the weather vane. The clang and rustic spinning draws everyone's attention. You hold the relic up for all to see. Arnold the merchant jumps to his feet and takes the Forefather's scroll. The people roar with delight, speaking of good things to come. Everybody's inside. The spirits are high and people are eager to do business with you. Let's pay a little bit for rumours. They burned Brunhide at the stake last week. Some witch hunter did. Just appeared one day, accused her of sorcery and whatnot, and had her burned. The council didn't object. effect, and that man just left soon after. Wish I knew who he was, really. Good thing he saved us from that witch, I suppose. That normally means it's a witch hunter character in the area. Right. He's healed up. Everybody's healed up. I want to try and get someone else in the party with the money that we have. Right, let's see. Killer on the run is never a good one because they attract bad attention. Butcher isn't too bad. These guys are expensive. Let's see if there's any decent gear in the shop. Actually, there is. Padded leather armor is really nice if we can get it, and it's not above market value. So I am going to grab a couple of them. I know it's a bit of an investment right off the bat, but it will pay dividends in the long run. This grain is a little bit expensive, but I will buy a little bit of it just to keep me tided over. So, first off, he's going to get a suit of armor. And what is his? Is 70. So is he. It tanks his fatigue, but we can get his fatigue up relatively quickly. And these guys need to get proper equipment on them, to be honest. 50, 55, 65, right, so... Wrong guy, him, yep, there we go. Right, so, at least decent equipment at least. He hasn't got a backup weapon. Nah, I'm not going to do it because it's going to eat through his fatigue. So we got that done. Keep this stuff on hold. Everyone's high spirits and wanting to do trade. There's no more contracts. I need to find a replacement, really. So let's go down to Wired Helm and see if there's any work down that way. My party's small. I want to get a couple more people in it, really. Civilian faction. Peasants. Lots of peasants on the road. You gained 5 tools. You find the bag and wagon amongst some of the tall reeds. Big Joe checks it out and barks back. It's broken as shit, but we can salvage some parts. Not bad. 5 tools are nothing to sniff at. Let's see if we can get some work. Really level 2 contract. And it's going to make disappearing villages and raids, and will make everything more expensive. Yeah, not interested. Disappearing contract. Totally comes along with some small boy racing alongside. When they get to you, the pair talks some time and stop and start again. You hold up your hands up and point to the little boy who immediately says that Arnulf the merchant wishes to see you. You then point to the battle brother who says that a local bitch has birthed puppies and maybe the Brotherhood of Kurno could take one. Pursing your lips, you tell the boy to take you to the master, to his master, who is found waiting for you. Okay, what are they prepared to pay? It's not worth it. Yeah, it's going to be something nasty at this early level. At level 2, it'll be something nasty. It's worth us thinking about it because you had to take into stuff like costs and everything. Right. I mean, preferably. Just trying to think where we can go to actually get a lot of work. The problem is a lot of these villages are spread out all over the place. I could go back up this way and see if they have work quickly. It's going to eat into my money, but I'm still okay. I'm not totally... It's not a great situation. I'm a bit low on cash and I would like to have a couple more people in the party. But we're not doing terribly at day 11. Food is alright for now. Money is going to be annoying if we don't get some more soon enough, but we should be able to handle it. Level 2 contract, no. Level 2 contracts are never worth it this early on in the game unless you're willing to really risk it. They tend to be massively dangerous. Right, so I'm just going to quickly run up to here to see if they have a job for us, and then we'll take it if they have it for next session. But as it stands, my party's okay. I did lose a really good melee fighter, but it's just how it is in Battle Brothers. It's really hard to keep everyone alive, and it was just bad luck. I hadn't expected to fight raiders. I should have expected it, but I didn't. So that was my fault. Another level 2 contract, really? A little bit of grain, but I'm not happy with all these level 2 contracts. Can we get on a boat? Is there somebody who can go cheap? No, okay. Right, so cash-wise, we've got 6 days worth of pay, which is not great, but we should be able to manage. I'm not happy with the fact that there's just level 2 contracts all over the place, but it's risky for us to take them. But hey ho, we might have to get some decent money in our pockets. I've been Cornish-Knight. If you have liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. If you wish to leave a comment or be part of the game, please leave a comment in the section below. Or if you want to be a player character, please say so in the comments below, and I'll also add you in when I have enough funds to hire people. Yeah, the party's in an okay state. We're a little bit low on cash. I'd like to have more people, because I'm not happy with just having 8 at this time. I'd like to have 10 by this point, or maybe 12. It's just how it is. So, indeed, we just have to see how things develop. I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Battle Brothers, a beginner's guide, and I shall see you all next time, folks. Goodbye.